Scorpio, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian Gaia, where I serve and I slay. So, dear Scorpiana, today I'm going to be doing your reading from April 21st to the 27th. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, in this reading, dear Scorpiana, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify your main challenge and get some final advice for you. Scorpiana John, cutie patootie, I miss you so much and I want to say thank you very much for being here. First of all, my North Node is in Scorpio, and am I transforming into this triathlete? Tell me about it. Am I transmuting? Am I transmuting all the darkness into light? Hell yeah, so I'm saying. So, I have my first Olympic triathlon coming up this Saturday. I have a few other marathons coming up. I have my Ironman coming up, July Ironman, August. So I'm saying, I'm a slay. So I want to say thank you to those who have been supporting me. Yes, I did a GoFundMe for my bike, for my Ironman race. And to the donors, I want to say thank you very much. And it's still, the GoFundMe is still going on. It's pretty much almost complete for the bike. It's very sentimental for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm going to print out and I'm going to create a logo or some kind of a symbol. The names of the donors, I'm going to put it on my bike frame and I'm going to take you to the finish line because we're going to finish strong. So I want to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart that you have been supporting me. Even if you just keep me in your prayers, even if you just send me like good thoughts and positive energy, that's amazing for me. That's enough for me. And I'm really thankful for that. So thank you so much. It's a powerful community that we have created so far. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so thankful for you guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's see what's cooking. Again? Do you see them chills in my hands? Can you see them chills in my hands? I don't know if you can see these are my hairy Armenian hands. That's okay, but also I got chills. You got the devil again. Is you dealing with the Capricorn? Is you dealing with the Capricorn? You got the devil, okay? So we'll talk about this. Hold up. At the bottom of the day, you got the Page of Cups. There's a lot of love. Okay, so Scorpiana, your challenge here is the devil, which represents Capricorn. A few important nuances here, okay? I do see here that for many of you, Scorpio, this could be a situation where, you know, there is a very strong connection, she's really hot. Although I don't play on the team, I play on Team D, but you know, she looks like fierce. So Scorpio, there is a lot of strong connection between you and this person. I just feel like that something here might be in the way. There could be some sort of obstacle, some sort of a, you know, challenge that you're going through. We're going to find out about this and we're going to get more information shortly. Now, in the recent past, you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Chariot here, and then you have the King of Wands, Chariot, and the Knight of Wands. Sorry, it's a really beautiful deck. For many of you in the recent past, we're also dealing with the Cancer or fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I feel like things actually were moving pretty well with this person in the past. Pretty well, okay? I do see here a lot of passion. I do see here also relocation, traveling. Some of you also might have traveled with this person or you met this person when you were traveling or in a new location. We're going to talk about this. We're going to get more information shortly. In the present moment, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Seven of Swords. So this is your card in tarot, the Tower. Something here is changing, okay? And honestly, I feel like that, you know, Eight of Pentacles, somebody wants to work things out with you, but also in order for this situation to work out, there is some kind of a illusion or lies, okay? Or a situation that might have felt deception is coming to an end or it's being exposed. It's a very interesting energy that I'm getting here. Some kind of a troubling situation is finally coming to an end because the Tower, it's a great energy. A lot of people are scared of the Tower. It's the card of a Scorpio. You know, oh my gosh, this is ending. But something is going to work out with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And this means investment. This means coming into some sort of a cooperation. We're going to talk about this and we're going to clarify shortly. In the near future, you have the King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. In the near future, I do see here that there is going to be an important decision that will be made. You could be also, like I said, dealing with the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as well, could be an air sign. But I do see here that in the near future, someone is going to feel as if there is some sort of a consequence for this person for whatever they did, okay? But then after the consequence, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, this person is going to want to talk to you. Six of Swords, you know, the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. So this is about an apology and a conversation here that will come through from this person. The Magic Carpet, Aladdin. It's giving Jasmine and Aladdin type vibe. You know what I'm saying? So for many of you, I do see here that there's going to be some kind of a communication and clarity coming through with this person. And Page of Pentacles, which can ultimately lead to a brand new beginning here between you and them. And also you have the Four of Swords and you have the Two of Cups. So a lot of healing is currently taking place between you and this person, a lot of healing. And I think that for many of you, this is something that you could be also manifesting, and you have been super patient with this. Now with the Devil here, the Devil card here could also mean, I'm going to clarify, I don't want to jump too far ahead, that, you know, there could be some sort of a conflict or a third party type of a thing that could be existing. We're going to talk about this right now, commitment issues, okay? The Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles. So commitment issues is what's going on also. Let's clarify the Devil, Scorpiana, and see what you need to know. The Devil. Yeah. Eight of Cups. So you either walked away from this person or they walked away from you. What's behind that? The Five of Pentacles. I think a lot of you really felt that this person was not able to commit to you fully. A relationship was there, or maybe you were not able to fully commit to them. For many of you, there has been an ongoing conflict here in regards to, you know, wanting to reunite with each other. But every time you guys can get together, there is always a conflict. There is always an argument. There is always this, you know, fights that may take place between you and them. Although, you know, with the Devil here, there is a strong desire to be back together. There is somebody here who is obsessed with you. I'm just going to let you know. A cross-watcher, please don't take it personal. Don't get offended. But someone here is super obsessed with you, Scorpio, and I'm not surprised. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And, excuse me, this is a reconciliation that was supposed to happen. Or maybe is in the process of happening, but there is, again, Knight of Swords. Somebody here needs to control their temper also. And also there is a strong energy of cutting off of some sort of a third-party situation, or someone that has been, how do you say this, meddling within this relationship. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you got also really upset and mad and you left and you said, you know what, I don't want to deal with this. This is exhausting for me. I can't deal with this. You know, it's just too toxic. There's codependency issues. There is irresponsibility. There is like maybe passive-aggressive situation going on. Okay, so let's talk about the recent past with the King of Wands. This person is someone that you really find to be very attractive, handsome, gorgeous, beautiful. Clarified by the Death card, that's you, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Cups, and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So some of you could be pregnant, or maybe you were pregnant, or you have children. For many of you, when you met this person, you can see the Death card is the card of a Scorpio, and the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Cups. You know, you knew that this was your person, part of your destiny. But after all, things kind of became quite confusing with this person with the Seven of Cups. Someone here also maybe tried to keep their options open. Just in general, something about your dream state and the dream world also could have been very significant and relevant. The Chariot here, I think this relationship was moving towards a specific direction, but something here maybe created stagnancy. That's what my intuition is telling me. Clarified by the Three of Wands, the Lovers, and the Page of Pentacles. This is my card of stagnancy. Stagnant or observing or contemplating, reminiscing. I do see here that in the recent past, my beautiful Scorpios, you and this person loved each other, but over time, someone here either was traveling to you and it just became challenging for them. I'm getting here a long distance relationship, like someone was driving to you. You could have lived like in this state or country or city, or the other person in this state. There was like a long distance situation that was happening between you and this person. And many of you started really contemplating and reminiscing. Is this something really worth investing and getting into? I'm going to be completely honest and with all respect. I don't know if some of you felt like that you were being the side chick, the side piece for this person. I don't know. That could be a story for some of you. Okay. You know that you got to be the main. You're the only option. You're the main choice. You're the main course. You know what I'm saying? You're the main meat. You're the main character, Scorpio. So the Nine of Wands in the past is clarified by the Queen of Cups. That's you, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. This person left you confused. Okay? This person left you confused. Eight of Swords, and then you have the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the card of a Scorpio. Things just became very confusing in the recent past because, it's like this person might have also made promises to you that they were going to work things out with you, and they didn't, and it didn't work out. And they kept promising and promising and promising, and you became really confused, okay, with the Eight of Swords. It's like you couldn't really clearly see where this relationship was going to go to. There is something about tacos. I don't know, maybe you're eating tacos or you ate tacos with this person. Something about Mexican food. I'm getting Mexican food, something like that. It could be also Italian meatballs. Don't shoot the messenger, but that's what I'm strongly getting here. Okay, tacos, lasagna caliente, ay Miguel type of situation. Okay. Now, in the present moment, Eight of Pentacles, something is happening behind the scenes. So the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. If this person is in a commitment with another person, they are either being cheated on or they are being basically wanting to remove themselves from that connection. Someone here, this is what I'm really strongly getting. Someone here, this could be your person, if they are with another person, if they're in a marriage, if they're in a commitment, or if they're dealing with a third party, that third party is effing them up. Let me just say that way. Be a little demure. Okay, let me get some water. Let me get my water from New Zealand. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Scorpiana. Someone here is getting fucked up. Are you doing some magic on this person, girl? Is you doing some magic? Do you have some blonde hair and blue eyes by any chance? Are you freezing some third party situations, Scorpio? Because you might as well. I don't know. Some kind of a tower moment is happening. I always say, you know what? You don't gotta set the intention, okay? How to get rid of a third party. I talk about this on my membership site too. Set an intention that the third party finds someone else, leaves your person, so they end up with being another person, and your person comes back to you. A win is a win. A win is a win, bro. So the Tower is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the World, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Magician. Is you manifesting, ho? Sorry. The Magician. Are you manifesting some sort of a cycle to come to an end in this person's life? You're giving a little bit witchy vibes, Scorpio. I don't know who you are. That's what I'm strongly getting here. So the World. A situation is finally coming to an end. And someone's stability is being not stable anymore. There is a shaky feeling I'm getting here, okay? What's behind the Magician? Is you manifesting an apology? Is you manifesting an apology? Ace of Swords and the Page of Cups. This is also what's at the bottom of the deck. So you just know, okay? Yeah, which I'm going to clarify. Ace of Swords and Page of Cups. Behind this is what I said, the bottom of the deck. And then you have the same with the Magician. You know what I'm saying? This person could be a pastor, like a church pastor. But the main question you got to ask is, do he own a mega church? Do he own a mega church? That's the question. Okay, if he owned a mega church and his pants ain't tighter than mine, maybe. Would you date a pastor? Maybe. Okay, do he own a mega church? So the Tower, there is a situation here that's coming to an end. I think that you're doing really great. By the way, your financial situation is going to level up on another level. Like, it's going to move up. I see here also, I was going to say donations coming towards your way. No, but I do see here, what's the word for that? Hold on. Promotion coming towards your way. Okay, some sort of a level up, career change. Now, Seven of Swords here, this is giving like something sneaky, something hidden is kind of being revealed as well. Clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Judgment, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Are you, this is a very interesting moment. The Tower here again, the Nine of Swords. I don't know what you are doing, Scorpio. You may not know this. Whether you are doing intentionally or not, basically, this person is going through the dark night of the soul, is what I can tell. Someone here is reaping the consequences for what they did. There is a judgment that is coming upon this person. And it's not in a negative way, but it's in a way of like this person is having a rude awakening, very rude awakening and a wake-up call, okay? For them to come towards your way is what I'm strongly getting. So for many of you, I feel like in the present moment, you have this very interesting energy about you, Scorpio. You could be going through a lot, but you could be also manifesting a lot, and you could be processing a lot. That's like giving Scorpio powerhouse, dynamite energy. So I'm saying, now in the near future, King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles, this person could be writing you a letter, okay? They could be writing you a letter. They could also write you a will. Something about someone here sending you rose, flowers, and money. Clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Empress, and the Knight of Cups. So, and the Three of Swords. Taurus energy is also very relevant too. So for many of you, I do strongly feel like here that your person is going to go through some sort of like a final healing cycle in their life. Okay, they're healing from their mother wounds as well. Someone here could have been neglected in their childhood from their parents, or something about their generational, I was gonna say wealth, but like something about there's a generational issue, okay, that this person has been, they're going to recognize that it's a pattern that has come from generation, from family to family. Something about this person's background, like cultural background, could be something that can also affect them. I feel like this person is doing a lot of reflection in the near future. There is a lot of realization that they need to really become the person that they would first of all want to date. My question is, would you want to date yourself if you want to be in a relationship? This person is going to ask that question to themselves, and they're going to do a lot of self-reflection here. I think this person is going to go through some sort of an isolation, so you just know. And it's a good thing. When this person gets into an isolation after a breakup, after a separation with the Four of Cups, there is going to be this realization here, okay, that they actually want to commit to one and only person, Queen of Wands. The Devil here, and the Two of Wands. So this person is going to make a move, and the Three of Swords. They're going to come towards your way. There is a move, there is a relocation here. It's giving like very long distance type of situation. Like you could be separated from this person by the body of water. Something about a black cat. Some of you also could have a black cat. Now the Devil here is showing up. This person is realizing that, you know, they got to cut out some sort of a toxic situation or a person or a thing out of their life. Also toxic habits, codependency issues here, things that really don't serve them, things that really need to be let go of, gotta be let go of. Five of Pentacles here in the near future. This is talking about this person kind of like almost getting hit by karma and really just sitting there in chaos and trying to build themselves back up. It's one of those readings, Scorpio, where I feel like that before you guys even would try to work things out together, this person has a lot of work that they need to do, and it's a lot of things are happening all at once for this person, and it's going to be quite overwhelming. Trust me, it's going to be a lot, but they're going to make it through. Clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can't make this up. Then the tarot cards in front of you. Okay, this person. The Seven of Wands is the card of a lot of challenges. Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Soulmate, twin flame connection, doesn't have to. This is something that I feel like this person is going to want to come towards you, and they're going to want to commit to you. But before they come and they say, you know, Scorpio, I'm ready to make this offer, there is a lot of battles, internal, external, that they're going to actually fight with. Okay, there is also the Six of Cups. Past lover, past person from the past that you have known, that you have connected with. There is definitely a very strong chemistry and connection with this person, and they're coming around because they want to talk to you. And the Magician here, the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You're manifesting this, Scorpio. And you know, just because you haven't seen a lot of things happening in your 3D reality, it doesn't mean that changes are not actually happening, because we're creating from 5D to 4D, okay? And then it gets into this 3D reality. So at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, dear Scorpio, there is the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Definitely some kind of an apology and a clarity and conversation is what's going to come through with this person. Let's get into your advice. Let's get the advice. What is the advice for you, Scorpion? A very interesting reading here. What is the advice and what do you need to know, Scorpiana? Ooh. So this is the card of a Scorpio, the Judgment, okay? Cinderella. So you have the Queen of Swords, ooh. The Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Scorpio, here is the thing. The communication is going to come through Eight of Wands. That's the card of communication, news here coming towards your way. You know, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I feel like that you and this person, really, here is the thing. You both can embody different energies, but there is a certain level of compatibility that's really inexplainable, okay? And the most important thing here is not to rush into anything, okay? Use your data, use your analytical mind, you know, not just your emotions and your feelings and your heart, but also, you know, how do you see moving forward with this person in the near future? Not a Pentacles, taking steps, taking slow steps, taking slow movements here. Horses can be very significant for many of you also. There is no need to rush into this, okay? You know, I think this person, the way that they're coming towards you, they're coming towards you with a very healed version of themselves. Healed, okay? And you know, when you really heal and you disentangle yourself from these traumas and everything and all of that, there is a certain level of paradigm shift that happens and a frequency shift that really kind of puts you and this person in a different like reality and timeline where things actually are going to flow much better. I think it's just really extending grace towards yourself, being kind towards yourself and patient, and with this other person. Because I feel like something here is going to work out between you and this individual here. With the Devil, there is a very strong connection. And along the way, before it works out, there will be a lot of these talks, cutting out the bullshit, cutting out the toxicity here, and really just moving forward. Now, some of you may say, Arman, Fanny, Armin, I love you so much, but I'm choosing to disconnect from this person. Again, you already know this, Scorpio, like literally, this is about for the people who are going through this. So this is not going to resonate with everyone. You have the free will to decide what you really may want to do with, you know, your situation with this person. So please use your discernment. But I do see here that the end of the reading, everything was about this person just going through a major shifts and changes and tower moments and understandings. What is it they need to change and to work on in order for them to be with you? You know what I'm saying? So this is what I have for you, dear Scorpio. I really hope that this reading helped and gave you some clarity out here. And first and foremost and finally, I want to say I'm really, really touched by your continuous support. Thank you very much for your love. I really appreciate you, dear Scorpio, and I hope this reading gave you some clarity. Make sure to also hit that like button, and I will see you into the comment section. Love you so much. Take care. Bye.